Hello from the Penn State Campus Weather Service live broadcast team. I'm student meteorologist Brian Mastro with a special report on the historic winter storm that we just had in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast this past weekend. Here's the snowfall totals from across the region, some absolutely crazy snowfall numbers in spots. And what's even more impressive is the sheer size of the area that was impacted. If you notice here, this lighter shade of pink extending all the way from up near Boston all the way down into the Carolinas, that indicates areas that received over a foot of snowfall, so a massive area impacted by this storm. Then notice the I-95 corridors, the major cities, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., all picking up heavy snowfall totals, just absolutely burying some of those cities. And then notice also here in central Pennsylvania, especially, this is where the best example is of just how tight this snowfall gradient was. Not much distance separated the haves from the have-nots. Let's take a closer look at that right now. Here in State College, we picked up 8 inches of snow. Just 20 miles to our south down in Huntington, they picked up 20 inches of snow. So just 20 miles to our south and already more than a foot of snow, more than we had here in State College. If you go 40 miles to our south down to Roaring Spring, they had 30 inches of snow. So almost 2 feet more, just 40 miles to our south. And then if you just go 10 or 15 miles to our north, nothing. So like I mentioned, not much distance separated the haves from the have-nots, which made this a very difficult event to forecast as well. So here are those highest snow totals from across Pennsylvania. We had Greencastle coming in as our grand champion here in Pennsylvania over in Franklin County at 38.3 inches of snow. Mechanicsburg coming in at over 3 feet of snow at 36.9. Somerset just missing that 3-foot mark, coming in at 35.8. Montalto coming in at 33 1/3 inches of snow. And Center Valley over in Lehigh County coming in at 32 inches even. And then looking across at those major cities, especially on the I-95 corridor, Baltimore, Maryland was our I-95 champion, coming in at 29.2 inches of snow in Baltimore, and that is their all-time snowfall record in Baltimore, the #1 storm on record for Baltimore, Maryland. Then coming in New York at 26.8 inches of snow, just missing the all-time record in New York by 1/10 of an inch. So close to that all-time record in New York, not quite there, but still an historic storm for the New York metropolitan area. Just leaving I-95 for a second, over in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, coming in at 30.2 inches of snow, absolutely destroying their old record, which was 25 inches of snow set back in 1983. Now they got 30.2 and a new #1 snowfall of all time in Harrisburg. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania coming in at 22.4 inches of snow, which is the #4 all-time storm in Philadelphia. Washington, D.C. coming in at 17.8 inches of snow, which puts them also at #4. However, with that Washington, D.C. snowfall number, there is some discrepancy. As we go back to our snowfall map, here's Washington right down here. That measurement was from Reagan National Airport, coming in at 17 inches of snow. However, just a few miles away at Dulles Airport, they picked up over 29 inches of snow. And then over at the National Zoo, they picked up over 22.5 inches of snow. So we're not really sure what happened over at Reagan International Airport, but that number is being disputed right now. So hopefully we can get some true official snowfall totals for the District of Columbia, as that 29 inches from Dulles Airport would be the #1 all-time storm down in D.C. And now while New York barely missed their all-time record, they did have a couple other places set the record. JFK Airport came in at 30.5 inches of snow, which is the #1 snowfall ever reported at JFK. And LaGuardia came in at 27.9 inches, which likewise is the #1 snowfall reported at LaGuardia. And our grand champion from this storm down here in Glengarry, West Virginia, coming in at 42 inches of snow. So just some absolutely insane snowfall totals from across the Mid-Atlantic and northeast of the United States. But now the storm has passed and the storm is over. So let's bring it back here to State College to look at what you can expect over the course of this week. On Monday, we'll have a high temperature of around 34 degrees with partly cloudy skies before the chance for some wintry mixed precipitation does move into our area in the early morning hours on Tuesday. But once that moves out, we will get quite warm on Tuesday as we'll approach 40 degrees. So some melting will occur. However, we'll go back below the freezing mark Tuesday night. So anything that does melt could refreeze, making it quite slippery out on the roads on Tuesday night. Then going into Wednesday, we'll pick up some more light snow. However, nothing too serious on Wednesday, just some light scattered snow showers across central Pennsylvania. Before we do clear up for a mostly sunny day, I will be a colder day on Thursday with 32 degrees. And then it does go into your day on Friday when we will warm up a little bit, back up to 36 degrees. And then if you notice on Saturday, we are monitoring the chance for another snowfall coming in next weekend. So make sure you do stay tuned to the Campus Weather Service for all of the latest information on that. And we do thank all of you for sticking with the Campus Weather Service throughout the duration of this historic snowfall this past weekend. So we do thank you for joining us. On behalf of the Penn State Campus Weather Service and the live broadcast team, I am student meteorologist Brian Mastro. Have a great rest of your day.